Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Monster. So I'm in here looking at my sorting system, and I am thinking, my god, this is rubbish. It's just not good enough for what I want. So today we are going to start to make it a little bit better. So what's our first problem? Well, we have some of these chests like this one here. You can see it's getting full. You can also see that we have lots of iron appearing at long last, which is great. Still no copper though. So what can we do with all this iron? Well, obviously make iron chests. But we don't really want to have to take all the iron out of our chests. Just so you know, all the items even out of our chest, put them back in, that would be a waste of time. That's why you can make, I'm being fired at by a skeleton, this wood to iron chest upgrade. Where's the skeleton? Skeleton in the window. Oh, he's going to get me actually. Problem solved. Wow, I'm not incredibly well, am I? I might have to just quickly have myself a delicious smoothie. Look at all those arrows in my head. What do I look like? Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Again. Okay. Right, that was clearly delicious. So, the wood to iron chest upgrade. A plank of wood surrounded by iron. What you can do is take this and right click on a wooden chest, and it turns into an iron chest right in front of you. Problem solved. Now, we have a lot of iron and a lot of other materials, but we are really low on diamonds, and we've been using diamond filters to sort everything. But there is a way around that, and that is logistics pipes. Here are the logistics pipes, and what we're interested in are the basic logistics pipes. These are very easy to make. We want this recipe: 1 diamond transport pipe, 2 cobblestone, a redstone torch, 2 glass, and a gold gear. You get 8 logistics pipes. That means that with our 8 diamond pipes that we made, we're going to get 64 logistics pipes. And that means we can do a heck of a lot more sorting. Now, in preparation for this, I have put in another one of these work tables, and I'm going to use this one specifically and solely for making gears. And I'm going to lock in all of the gear recipes, because you end up making lots and lots of gears through your Minecraft life. And to be honest, they are pretty boring to make. So that's cobblestone gears. The next step up from that are iron gears, and then the gold gears. Lock in the recipe. Surround a stone gear with iron to get iron gears. And surround iron gears with gold. And there you have it, gold gears. Now the other things that we needed were glass, which should be over here, some redstone torches, cobblestone transport pipe, which has probably got lost into one of these chests, there we go, and a diamond pipe. Now all my diamond pipes are busy doing diamond pipe type things, This one's the gravel one. So I think I can safely just take that one off. And it would probably be really good if I put something back in its place, otherwise I'll just get stuff all over the floor. Not there. There. Is this... oh no, there's still... that's a load of gravel going through, isn't it? Timing! Right, how... oh, we're getting a bit close to filling these up even. Wow. So, crafting table. We needed some redstone torches. Right, we wanted the gold gears from out of here. Is that skeleton still outside? Gold gear at the bottom. Diamond transport pipe. Redstone torch. And glass. And something which I have completely forgotten. The cobblestone transport pipes. Glass at the top. Cobblestone transport pipe. And there they are. Basic logistics pipes. Now to mess with these, we're going to have to finally get around to something I haven't done yet, which is to make a wrench. And the best wrench is the crescent hammer, because it can control nearly everything basically. It's 1 tin and 3 iron. Just in a pretty pattern like that. And where's our tin? Tin. Have we got no tin? Tin. One tin in the middle with... how embarrassing. Let's get some iron as well, eh? Come back. Thank you. Iron, tin. And we have a crescent hammer. Pretty nice. Right, these basic logistics pipes. Click it down and here it is. It connects directly up to the ordinary buildcraft pipes like the cobblestone pipe. If you right click on it with a crescent hammer or left click with a crescent hammer. Was that me just being laggy? Yep. Right click with a crescent hammer. Requested items. So you put this next to an inventory. Do I have one on me? Nope. Next to an inventory, and you tell it, by placing things in here, you can tell it what you want to go into that inventory. And that's basically how it works. You put these next to the inventories, and you also put them at any junctions. When an item comes along a transport pipe and hits a logistics pipe, the logistic pipe looks at all the other logistics pipes on the network connected to it, decides where it wants to send something, and it shoots off to the right place. You can also see there is this at the bottom, it says default route, no or yes. If you set it to yes, anything which doesn't have anywhere else to go will go there. And that's basically how these work. So I'm going to have to actually rip a fair amount of this stuff out, which is going to create quite a bit of a mess, I think. Yes, okay. I have a cunning plan. Oh, and here's something else crescent hammers also do. If you click on chests, they spin them around. Fun. Yep, that's finally emptied. These are all full of rubbish. And I really want to dig these out. So I'm going to create a big mess for a few seconds. And I shall be back in a few. Okay, welcome back. I have torn the entire corner out and I have done this. Now, I did like my old style, which was to follow the roundness of the room. But then I got thinking and I thought what would be a lot nicer would be if I just had a flat bit of wall where I could actually line up a few chests together and work out what they were for. So I decided to follow the pattern which I did on the floor. I've pulled it all in by a few, I've put a few more decorations in, another couple of those junglewood pillars, and this is what we've got. I've made up a few more iron chests, and the wonderful thing about iron chests, of course, is you can just plonk them next to each other. Like that. Next up we have the logistics pipes that we made earlier. If I just click it on, you can see it now has a red line pointing down at the inventory below it. That means it's connected to it. If I do a cross, it's got another line. These are all joining to each other now. What I think I might do is actually cut back into the wall and put a cobblestone in and then another logistics pipe out onto here. How's that? And for now I will put other ones down here, but for now I can just put them down there, and perhaps I am using cobblestone, yep. And there we go, it's all connected back up. What I am also going to do is put one here just because I can partly, and because it will start reading from that first one. So what do I want in each? Well, I'm thinking I have lost my crescent hammer. Do I have everything I want? I do not. Oh, come on, there we go. I want a bit o' dirt, bit o' gravel, bit o' cobble, sand, bit of flint. So in this first one, I'm thinking, whack it with the crescent hammer. I'm going to tell it to put dirt in that first one. I'm going to tell it to put cobble in this second one. And I'm going to tell it to put gravel and flint and any sand, if I had any. When I see that appear, that will all go in there. Into this one I shall for now just put these fluorite crystals. I'm going to make this the reactor craft one, I think. Maybe. Yep, that can be the reactor craft one. I'm just thinking how it will all fit together. Now there is one remaining problem. You'll notice all these lights are red. That is because they are not working. How do we get them working? Well, unfortunately, they need powering. You can power them perfectly well off this thing. We just have to set it up to do so. And how do we set it up to do so, and what is the best way? Well, just to connect it up to this one, what I'm going to do is stick a logistics pipe on the wall there. Now what else do we need? If we go back into logistics pipes, you'll see this thing, the power junction. It is iron ingots, block of redstone, and 2 pieces of redstone. So we make a block of redstone with a redstone around it, and I'm short by 1 iron ingot. So let's try that again. Redstone block, redstone, and iron ingots gets us a power junction. If we take this and place it here, I think that shouldn't attach to that, but it should be attaching to, is it because... Oh, let's see if that works. I might have to move it around. Leadstone energy conduit. Go. And let's quickly throw a bit of charcoal into here to get some power moving and see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Okay, let's try that slightly differently. What if we plonk it up here? Now it's connected, so it doesn't connect on its top face for some reason. Slightly annoying, but hey. Now what we should see is these... Have those turned green? Did they have that little green thing in before? This is the Sphax texture pack messing me around. Stored energy 0LP. Okay, I have worked it out. It was this energy cell. I'm not completely used to them yet. This top face was set to blue, which means it's an input, so it wasn't outputting power on that face. I needed to set it to red. That makes it an output. Now power's going up, and you can see that everything has turned green. That means it's all working perfectly. And you can see that energy's being stored in the buffer. It does take and convert any form of energy into its own form of energy, which is LP. I guess that's logistics, power, energy, something like that. So you do need energy in the system for it to work. So that is a consideration. But it only actually draws power when it actually tries to route something. So if nothing's coming through, nothing will happen. So let's go outside and flick this back on. Now, actually, one more thing I do want to do is... where shall we put this? We have one more logistics pipe to go. And... do we have a spare chest? We have no spare chests. I shall quickly whip up a chest. We need a default routing location. Is the basic summary of it. And I shall make, for now, the default location can just be over here, because I am going to fiddle with this quite a bit more before I set it going properly. It's green, so it's switched on. Right. Oh, things are popping out. Why? This is because there's no default location for it to go to. So what I am going to do, I'd forgotten there were things in there. Give this a whack with my crescent hammer. Now you can see the problem with this system, that if you don't have default locations set up, you can quickly end up in a whole lot of trouble. That is still not working. Is that because it cannot sense past the diamond pipes? I would have thought it could. It is actually connected, isn't it? It is. Let's get rid of this and set this to a default route. Okay, now everything's going down there. So it can't quite work out how to get all the way over here. So maybe that those things are just blocking its path. I'm really not sure. But anyway, everything is being moved out of here into here. I'm going to keep swirling these things around. And you can see that once they actually get into a logistics system, they move really quickly. Also, none of these things are going into here. They're only going into that final default chest. And just to prove that the rest of it does work, I shall quickly put a bit of cobble and dirt and gravel. And we can see that the cobble, if you look really quickly, is going into this chest, which is the cobble chest. If the dirt's gone yet, it's already gone into the dirt chest, and the gravel chest is filling up with gravel. Everything else is going that way. So that's brill. We do just need to sort out the rest of this, and apparently, I'm guessing, it's these things it doesn't like. So let's get rid of them. Just for now. Okay, I'm thinking this will drop down. And just go along the top? Or shall I run them down from the top? Let's do that. Now, one thing I should point out to you is that whenever you disconnect the system like that, you will temporarily, like I just did there, disconnect that end from the power, which probably means that some stuff popped out. It hasn't. I guess we were lucky. And let's also just knock this one out. There we go. That has also cut it off from power completely, but we don't need that end. So, yep, it is all still working absolutely fine. Okay, now these basic logistics pipes, and I'm just going to really quickly craft up a few more, which were a gold gear, one of these diamond pipes, glass at the top, cobblestone, and a redstone torch. That is smooth stone. That is cobblestone. Now, obviously you put them at any chest, so I will, for example, put one here to tell it to send the ores this way. The things like redstone and diamonds even this way. I'm also going to put one atop here, which means I could actually have moved that across to make it neater, and tell it to send the ores down. But when it goes up to here with my cobblestone transport pipe, this makes a junction, a three-way junction. And all you need to do is pop another logistics pipe in the three-way junction. Okay? And you don't need to have to set that to anything. That one will just work out the things that are attached to it. It's only these that are attached to an inventory you need to put things on. So I want to send redstone, which I have. Diamonds, quartz dust, and lapis all come down this way. So let's tell it that. Any diamonds, quartz dust, lapis, and redstone, they all want to go that way. Okay? And now, if let's just take all the redstone out of this. I don't have the inventory space. Let's do it with the quartz. So there's no of this quartz dust in here. If I pop it back in the top of here, it starts getting pulled out and sent off at high speed. Here it goes. There it goes. And you can see it's gone up. It's not going into the generic dump chest because it's wanted all the way over here. Apparently logistics pipe just give a temporary boost. And down it comes. And reappears in here. 7, 8, 9, there they all are. So that's the basis of it. I shall unset this from being a generic dump chest and make the generic dump chests be over here. I'm going to make these things be the things I don't generally want to keep a lot of, things like the cobblestones and the reactor craft stuff can all go over here. And over here I shall separate out other things like seeds, wood types, perhaps building materials, that sort of stuff. So I'll have that done for next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you